First, if you think technology is too much for older people, Jake Jacobson will prove you wrong. He showed me that you can still stay on top of your game physically and mentally, even at 100 years young.
I'm reading something that they sent to me, Jake. It says, Jake Jacobson is an avid writer, an artist, a computer enthusiast, a goodwill ambassador for his retirement community, a fitness buff, and by all accounts, a remarkable man.
I thought they'd found somebody else's resume.
Hard to believe Jake Jacobson has been on this earth for 100 years.
One of the problems with getting old, you don't feel like you're relevant.
One solution, keep your brain active.
I read the Wall Street Journal every day, and of course the Milwaukee paper. I get Time Magazine, Sports Illustrated, Scientific American.
Jake looks, sounds, and acts years younger.
I don't think there's any secret. I think it takes some discipline, it takes some good genes to start with, then you work with those. But the simple things, exercise, diet. I'm not a nut about it. I'm a big guy on chocolates and hot fudge and so on. And those three, and relationships. You've got to have.
Jake retired in 1981 at the age of 64.
I ended up with Northwestern Mutual, and I ended up as the vice president of human resources there. Best job in the world, best company in the world.
He's lived in an independent apartment at East Castle Place on Milwaukee's east side for 9 years. Jake watches his diet, stays physically active, and even ran marathons in his younger years.
There's a fantastic euphoria when you cross that line. I still depend on that. I think it's made me stronger and more confident about a lot of things.
Jacobson even writes a weekly newsletter. He says that's good for mental stimulation.
I have an assignment every week. I've got to get a little column ready, and that's great for me. I'm fortunate in having kept most of my brain, I think.
And this centenarian embraces technology.
It's almost like having a friend, really, and you're not alone.
Oh, it is, Carol. It's just, I don't feel alone here, and I think that's helped me a lot. I feel empathy for people that don't have a computer. You've got the whole world at your fingertips.
Jacobson credits his late wife with getting him connected online. She was 21 years younger. He admits he tried to stop the marriage.
I tried to talk her out of it. I honestly said, you don't want to marry a guy 21 years older than you. You'll be changing my diapers. You'll be pushing me around in a wheelchair. And she says, nobody knows when they get married what's going to happen.
Ironically, she passed away of cancer in 2011. Jake knows life can be hard, but he believes in remaining grateful and hopeful.
How important has it been for you to have a positive or optimistic outlook on just life in general?
I'm an old accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, don't mess with Mr. In Between.
And Jake's a testament that you can find love at any age.
I have a wonderful woman friend here at East Castle. Denny Strade is her name. And she's just a kid. She's 92.
So you found a sweetheart, though, at East Castle.
I keep kidding her about she tries to seduce me, and then I try to seduce her, but she's not really seducible. She's not going to do that. We both have wills, that were made several years ago. Who's going to change it on? So we have many of the advantages of being married, but we aren't married.
He admits one of the toughest outcomes of the pandemic is mealtime alone.
We have our dinner served every night in a brown bag outside of my door. Wonderful food, but it's don't know people. So that's probably the hardest thing about it, like this COVID-19 thing. None of us are happy about this. God, it's stultifying, but we've got to adapt to it and continue to have the best possible life.
But Jake's grateful East Castle Place took precautions early. So far, no cases of COVID-19.
I give our director, Tyler Gudex, he's kept us pretty much in line. He started long before it became popular to wear masks, and so I feel very fortunate to be here.
And other wisdom from Jake, be yourself, be kind. It's easy to see why Jake Jacobson is considered a star here. He's showing us that you don't have to lose your grace and charm as you get older.
I think my philosophy basically has been the golden rule. You do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I should treat you, Carol, like I'd like to have you treat me. Then we have some good rapport and it really works. So what would I like to be remembered for? Being a good guy. That's enough.
He is remarkable, that is for sure. Now, Jake admits he's a lucky man. He's had 3 wonderful wives, he says, and was married to his college sweetheart almost 50 years before she passed away of Alzheimer's. So, congratulations, Jake, for your 100 years of living.